Hey everyone, just want to go over week 5 learning resources and assignments. You will have a chapter in the Minuchin book and a chapter in the Nichols book, as well as one article which will be an example of a first family interview within family therapy. You will then choose one of the following articles. And in terms of readings for the week, they are focused on structural family therapy, which is the topic for this week. There's a lot of information, concepts, and interventions within structural family therapy, but the overall idea is that a family functions based on its makeup or structure. So the goal of treatment is to target structural issues to help the family function in a healthy way and appropriately solve problems. Through the readings, you'll learn about a variety of therapeutic techniques within the theory, some of which you may have heard of before. There is the concept of joining, which involves the therapist joining within the structure of the family within the session. Because of this, appropriate use of self as the therapist is crucial within this theory. And you'll find that there is also some overlap within family theory. This is where the family therapy theory grid may be helpful for you to differentiate, because you may find some similarities between structural family therapy and the Bowen theory. So then in addition to the readings this week, you'll have one video, which is in the media section. You will have your first discussion, which will be focused on this. It's an example of structural family therapy in play. So that brings us to your first discussion of the week. You will respond to these 4 questions for your initial post, which all relate to the video for the week. Having read about the theory in your texts, please identify 2 different structural interventions you noticed were used within the video. For that reason, kind of going back to learning resources, it's going to be helpful for you to have read those chapters prior to viewing the video. So you will then provide an assessment of the family structure utilizing material from this week. You will see that the third prompt relates to your required article for the week, which describes an outline for assessment. Lastly, I would like you to put yourself in the position of the therapist in this video and identify some things that were done that you could see yourself doing within your own practice. And this discussion does require a response post, so please respond to at least one classmate and just identify something that you learned from their post. For your second discussion this week, you will need to first read this case example. This post will require you to record a video of yourself conducting a first session with this family. It does not have to be long, but please speak as if you were the therapist rather than simply describing what you would do if you were the therapist. So within the video, I'd like you to follow these 3 prompts for segments. I understand that this may be difficult as you don't actually have the family in front of you. However, you can simply respond as if a family member had said something to you or had responded to a question that you have asked. It may be helpful to demonstrate some active listening and clarifying statements so that we can imagine what is happening within the session. So then you will then need to respond to at least one classmate and just provide some positive feedback as well as something that you think might be helpful for them. I would like to add as well that you do have a segment of your family therapy theory grid due this week on structural family therapy. Please get with your groups early in the week to organize. If there are any group members who you kind of lose contact with or are not in contact with you by Wednesday, please let me know so that I can reach out to them. Because I know that you need, an ample amount of time to organize who is completing which aspect of the grid. Lastly, you will have the first draft of your family of origin genogram due this week. With this assignment, please handwrite a 3-generational genogram. For the assignment, please include grandparents, parents, aunts and uncles, siblings, partners or spouses. In terms of the partners or spouses, it's not necessary to include aunts and uncles who are married into the family or cousins. You can include them if you would like to, if you want to kind of highlight some particular dynamics that involve them. I would like you to review the resource on symbols and be sure to include some symbols within your genogram. These can be some symbols which tell me more about a particular family member or symbols which indicate the relationship between family members. In addition, please make sure it is formatted correctly with a title and a key. The video I referenced from a previous week will definitely be very helpful as you build your genogram. So please make sure to view it before completing the assignment, and make sure to reference it for any questions. Once submitted, I will review them and provide any necessary feedback. I'll try to be thorough in the feedback that I provide, just so that you can be sure that everything that is necessary to include will be included in your final draft. Just a reminder to place some focus on self-care this week and every week. There's a short guided meditation video posted in the modules for the week if you are interested in using that. But of course, there's a variety of different things that you could be able to do to place some focus on self-care. Self-care can be, like you see here, the guided meditation, which is pretty short, no more than 5 minutes. But hopefully you can, find some time to do some more thorough self-care as well. I know that, this is a little bit of a heavier week, but I just wanted to kind of point that out, that even though it is a busy week, everybody has 5 minutes here and there. So please make sure to place some attention to that. So as usual, reach out with any questions or concerns. Initial discussion posts are due by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Response posts, the Family Therapy Theory Grid, and the Genogram Draft are due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So let me know if you have any questions on the assignments, and I hope everyone has a great week.